welcome to the Hobbystreakers, Season 2, Episode 12.
12.
Hello, Liam. Liam, my
Hello.
co-host. Well,
It's me.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody who's listening. We are recording this on the 2nd. So, literally, beginning of the New Year. So, yes. So, what did you do for New Year?
Went out for dinner with my parents.
Cool.
And then just jumped on Discord and chatted to friends until New Year rolled around. And then went, oh god, it's late and I'm old.
Oh yeah, I didn't even stay until midnight. Yeah, no way. Too old for this shit. So yeah, nope. I went to bed at like probably 10 o'clock or something like that.
I accidentally 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I am still regretting it.
Well, so welcome to the Hobbystreakers, in case you didn't know. That's what you're listening right now.
Clicked on it.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you know. What's the hobby streak? Is doing 30 minutes of hobby every day for the longest streak possible. Today, Liam is on 1,882. Again, sounds like a famous battle date.
Oh,
no, you're gonna have to check now. Are we gonna? It's like every time we're gonna have to.
I didn't do one last week.
yeah, but
What happened in 1882?
No.
What happened during 1882? The U.S. Congress passes the 1882 Immigration Act.
Okay.
What happened in England? The London Chamber of Commerce is founded.
All right. You see,
somebody failed an attempt to assassinate Queen Victoria.
Oh shit! Okay. All right. Well, and so me on 7/13. Yeah, 7/13 probably nothing much happened, or we're not really sure.
Not that anybody wrote down.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sorry if you can hear my kids arguing.
January 2nd, 1882. The Standard Oil Trust is secretly created in the United States to control multiple corporations set up by Rockefeller and his associates. And Oscar Wilde arrived in the United States for a lecture tour.
Cool.
When asked by a customs official if he has anything to declare, he replies, "I have nothing to declare but my genius."
Oh, that's that one. Okay, that famous one, yeah.
Oscar Wilde,
wow.
famous quipper.
Well, I see that you have a bunch of shoutouts. I still have not been a lot. Well, the kids have been home for the past 2 weeks, so busy keeping them entertained and working and all this. So yeah, I have not been on the Instagram or the Twitter that much. So yeah.
So I did a bit of both for you, buddy.
So go for it.
So we've got Agpictogram and Foureyesminiguys and Halandaar and That Bitch by Brushes on 1 year.
Nice.
Got Grab Minis on 2 years. Got
nice.
Ordo.scriptus on 400 days.
So a lot of them started on New Year's, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And you've got
Well, we
Grab Minis was 2 years.
Yeah, we did that thing last year that a lot of people started on New Year's Eve. From what you're showing, not a lot of people kept it for the entire year. That's what I'm looking at.
that I found.
Yeah, that you found. There might be more, but if we miss you, just send us an email or Twitter
there's
or something.
People that I've come across this year, like in the last couple of weeks, that was like, "You're hitting high numbers," and I don't remember ever seeing your name cross up on the feed. And like, I don't go all the way down when I go on the feed, but I go quite a ways down.
Oh, well.
I explore the tag, and
to
think that I haven't, the algorithm has decided to not show me anything of these people's consistently for like a year or more is baffling.
Yeah.
Our friend and yours, friend of the show, Archmagos,
Yay.
Mr. Grant from the TDP Throwing Dice podcast, he's hit his 3 years over the weekend.
Cool.
So well done to him. And that's the last of the Instagram people that I've found. And on
the
no,
Twitter?
actually, we got Ordo.scriptus. We've got 400 days, but that's
cool.
that's not a year. But we still like to shout out big milestones.
So yeah.
And on the Twitter, we have Steve Cross at CharlieBanks88 on 3 years, and Santiago Close at 700 days.
Yeah.
So good job to everyone. On the topic of that, a lot of people have started new hobby streaks
This year. So we'll see in 2 weeks.
at New Year's. So
we'll see in 2 weeks who's still there.
go
But
go on the tag on your social media platform of choice and go and support people. Give them likes, thumbs ups.
say good job.
Say welcome to Hobby Strike Club. We're not a cult, honest.
just that sounds so wrong. But yeah. All right, cool.
I mean, we don't have cloaks, so
yeah. Oh yeah,
Can't be
yeah,
cold.
yeah. Well, I got a hoodie, so you know.
I mean, I've got a hoodie on.
We're halfway there.
There's no official Hobby Streaker uniform, so
Well, technically, but naked is our hobby. Ah! And that was a brush.
at least it wasn't the paint.
No, but it was a brush with paint on it. And that almost ended up on my pants, which now I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Alright.
But on the topic of starting hobby streaks and stuff, you've also got something that Jewel Knight Jess does on Twitter every year. She has something called Paint Slam, which is another way of holding yourself accountable to getting your hobby done. And that's, let's say...
Is that kind of like the golf thing?
No.
Or has that died out?
That's died out.
It opens.
Yeah. Paint Slam is just basically keeping a list of everything you've done.
Okay.
So that you can, at the end of the year, when you're going, oh, I haven't done anything this year, hobby-wise, you can look at a list of stuff you've written down and gone, oh, actually, I've done quite a bit.
Lot, yeah.
So if you're one of the people who's like, oh, I really like the idea of a hobby streak, but I don't have the time to put like a half hour in a day, then do that.
Cool.
Get stuff painted.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you, sir.
Those are all the shout-outs. So what are we hobbying today? I have realised that I've got an event on the 5th of February that I need to have stuff painted for.
Oh.
And then I went, actually, I still need to build a model for that.
So that's what you're doing.
I am building
we can hear
another
the
drop
quake,
pod.
Quake of the scraper to remove mold lines, I'm guessing?
Yeah, the drop pod kit is lousy for mold lines.
Yeah. Well, as long as
So
they clean up. Not too
because
bad.
The new Horus Heresy rules were like, yeah, we're going to be incredibly prescriptive about what happens when and where and how all the different rules interact. And I went out and went, yeah, I'm going to buy these because they're cool and I'm going to use them in this army. And then I looked at how the army actually works. It's like, oh, that thing that's supposed to work in this army type just doesn't work according to rules as written.
Okay.
So I've swapped some stuff around and that's kind of where we're at.
Alright.
So
you're building a drop.
If the weather holds out, I'll be able to get that primed tomorrow or Wednesday.
Wow. Yeah, no, we're far from...
considering that my strategy at the end of last year was, I've got ages to get this stuff done for this event. I can alternate doing a drop pod and an other thing, so that I don't go insane just painting drop pods. Actually having the reality check and having a look at when the date is and going, oh shit, it's closer than I thought, I might have to send myself insane doing drop pods. But I can get them done in about 3 or 4 days if I just sit down and do it. So,
okay. Which is not bad.
Cool. I've managed so far to not be the guy who is painting stuff for his army
the night before.
So I want to try and keep it that way.
Cool. Alright.
And I'm doing this without the instructions because I've built
so many of them.
8.
So you know it.
Yeah.
You know what goes where.
I've got a foam tray over here with 8 drop pods in.
Wow.
I'm going to have to, when I go to this event, take 3 out of, because they're the ones that don't go in the thing.
Oh, they're not part of your army?
They're the ones I went, oh, that'd be cool if I could just take those. And then the rules came out and like, nope.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well,
no, you can't.
And they haven't FAQ'd or errata'd that to actually be a thing again, because they're trying to fix actual like broken stuff at the moment.
Alright.
When they're doing their FAQ passes, so
alright.
We're on our second errata for how the return fire reaction works.
Alright. Well. And for me, I am starting a new Space Station Zero warband. Which right now he's got Christmas color on. For some weird reason. That'll change, but I'll add more colors. But so I got 6 guys and girls and chimp and lizard and spiderhead. Yep, spiderhead. So working on those. Liked my first crew, so that's what I'm doing today. Now, what did we do the past 2 weeks? Well, so the previous episode that we recorded, oh my freaking god, what a nightmare. I probably spent...
It didn't even go that badly, recording-wise.
It did not, but the problem is...
Computer said no.
For some reason, the file itself, you're recording on my... Not you're recording from your side, you're recording on my computer, was just bad. And kept having places where the camera would drop and be gone, and it was just like... So I tried, I think nine times I edited it.
Too handsome for TV.
Edited and did the rendering, which, of course, a freaking rendering takes 8 hours. Well, used to. Not anymore, but at the time it was still taking 8 hours. So, yeah, that was bad. And that was a pain, and it took me forever. And it just ate so much of my time because I had to... So it would cut at one place, so I would go back, stop your video a little bit before take a freeze frame through the thing. But then I realized I did this, but I freeze frame also the audio, so I had to go back and redo the entire thing, and then it crashed again, and blah 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 and blah blah blah, and I was like, and it just like kept going. So after that, what I was doing was took whatever was working, because the video would stop, so I would take that video, put it back inside, remove everything else, because that video would be just one, like one track. So it wouldn't have to work so hard to render this. And then go to the next, and then keep going until it crashed again. Take that one, replace it with the whole thing, and then do that like 6 times. Oh my god. It just ate so much on my freaking time. It was more than that season 2 episode 3. Like, that was worse. Like, it just was bad. I mean, it just crazy. But since then, so I finally got my graphic card. Woo! And it's really good. And now, instead of 1 hour for 3 hours, it's about 1 second. Well, it's about 3 seconds in 1 second. So it's about a third of the duration of the podcast is how long it's going to take to render it, instead of 8 times the length of the podcast. So instead of taking 8 hours and some change to have a 8-hour podcast, it's going to take 20 something minutes to do a 1 hour podcast, roughly. So, yay! Awesome! And I ended up playing with my kid, playing some video games on the computer, but then we also put it on the TV, and I play some games on the TV, which was fun because I have not done that in probably 30 years, roughly. Something like that, maybe not 30, but like 20 something years. I had not played an actual game, so super happy. So yeah, that works great. So kids were at home, so we also played a lot of board games. I got, and we'll talk about what we got for Christmas, but I got Dominion as a board game. The second edition and Intrigue second edition, so it's like the big box version of the thing. And so we played quite a few games already. With my son only, with the whole family, but not my daughter because she didn't want. And then yesterday we actually played all together, so it was fun. So yeah, we had fun playing that. Also, a friend of the kids came over, so we played some board games as well. So, lots of board gamey. So, lots of board gamey afternoons while we were on the break, basically. So yeah. Other than that, so worked on some bandits for the Silver Bayonet, because I need to finish those. So I still have the previous ones, which I had 2, 4, 6, and then I got 5 other ones that I've been working on. They're almost finished. I just need to finish a few details on the base. I thought maybe doing that today, but actually I went with the Silver Bayonet, the Space Station Zero. And that's about it. Like, there's not much that I've done. Alright, so what about you? What have you done in the past 2 weeks?
I primed a load of stuff. So these fine gentlemen that are currently on my desk here, these will be the inhabitants of this particular drop pod. I had them built up, and we had some...
So I thought we talked about this. They're not physically in, right?
No.
No, okay, yeah.
the Storm Drakes that I built like ages ago. Finally got them primed.
Excuse me. Cool.
I finished painting the Lord Arcanum on Toralon. That I had. That was quite fun actually, because I didn't know what I was going to do in terms of paint scheme for him. So I asked a couple of people, and they're like, "Oh, do like a little midnight black to purple sort of blend on the wings and stuff." And I was like, "Cool, right, let's do that."
Cool.
Bashed that out. I did Shogun Meow from Bad Squiddo Games.
Okay.
As a Christmas gift for a friend of mine at work.
Okay. Cool.
I went out on the day after Boxing Day, so the 27th, and I got the last Ghoul King, Abhorrent Ghoul King with Crown of Delusion in the local Warhammer store.
Nice.
So I built him up, and I've done quite a bit of progress on the Havocs. So they're looking quite good. They're nearly there. I need to do another coat of yellow on some of their armor pieces that I'm going to do the hazard stripes on. And then I need to do the hazard stripes with the 2mm masking tape.
Alright.
Then I need to do another tidy pass. Then they need a shade, and then they need to be drilled, pinned onto their bases.
Cool.
And then I did the spreadsheet that is on the thing. I had a mad biscuit filled moment.
Do you want me to post it, or?
Yeah, you can stick that up.
Okay.
There's nothing on there that I haven't already shared.
I'm asking if, in case I wasn't sure if I could post the whole thing. So yeah, cool. I'll definitely do that.
The Stormcast Battle Tome has a double-page spread where it outlines the typical makeup of each of the chambers that make up a full Storm host. Mm-hmm. So I was like, how close am I to actually doing some of these? So I took a sentence of my Storm host and highlighted the bits that are in green are the stuff that's ready to go on the table. The stuff in yellow has been primed. Stuff in red I've got in a box. And the stuff in purpley pink is stuff that, due to the Mortal Realms magazine giving funny unit sizes because of where they pulled the spruce from, I have incomplete unit sizes.
Oh, okay. So what about the nothing? The no color?
The stuff that isn't highlighted
is what you need?
Is stuff that I do not currently possess.
Alright. Cool.
So one of my hobby goals for the year is to have at least one of those columns green all the way down.
Nice.
And I think I should be able to do the Sacrosanct and the Extremists, maybe. Cool. Actually, no, maybe not the Extremist stuff because Drakestorm Templars are expensive and big.
Okay.
But yeah.
Nice. Well, I hope you do. That'd be cool.
Be fun.
Cool. All right.
And that's my hobby progress.
All right. Well, so I put in there first look, which it's not. Well, I'm just gonna talk about it, but and it's kind of related to my news, which I only have one because did not see a lot of news. Oh, yeah, well, should we talk about... Let's talk about our Christmas loot first. Let's do that first.
I talked about Ho Ho Hobby Vices last time, didn't I?
Yes, I believe so. So, what did you get?
I got 3 boxes because I have a lot of stuff, and that stuff that is currently highlighted on my spreadsheet because I'm a nerd. I got a Stormstrike Chariot, which is a Stormcast Chariot. Don't know if you can tell by the fact that it's got Stormstrike in the name.
Yeah, it's kind of
nice because
it's kind of a dead giveaway. Yeah.
Yeah. They're easy to build kits, so I mean that's the name of the kit. It's an easy to build kit. It's push fit.
Cool.
I remember the first one I built being a pain in the ass, so see how that goes. Because I built and painted that in sub-assemblies.
Cool. Okay.
So, see how it goes. I got some Vigilers, which are one of my favourite looking kits from the new Stormcast sets. The bowmen with cloaks, and they're in really dynamic poses, so I'm going to look forward to doing them. Okay. And I got some evocators on Celestial Dracolines.
Nice.
Some mounted folk.
Cool.
And something I look forward to putting on the table. And
nice.
I'm just really looking forward to playing some more games this year.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get a lot of hobby-related thing this year. I got a static grass applicator, which is super cool. And I knew I was gonna get it, but I have not tried it out yet. I need to buy some static grass. I was looking at maybe making some, but I'm like, no. I'd rather not. I made my own flock before, but that's different.
Yeah.
So, and I
remember that being a pain in the ass as well.
Yeah. It was a very long process, especially like bringing it down to the correct size by just grinding it over and over again in a coffee grinder. So that's kind of was the pain. Now this one is just because I want some real static grass so that I don't get like all upset because it's not working properly, because the static grass that I'm gonna make is gonna be, like subpar or whatever. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I want to get that taken care of. Ordered so that I can actually use that on my giant terrain piece that I've made last time. And I'm thinking might want to try to do some tufts too.
Tufts are fun.
Yeah, and they don't look that hard to make. Parchment paper, some glue, and then you can make your own like little tufts and choose the grass and all that. So anyways, that's kind of what I'm looking at. And then Dominion, the board game basically, which kind of hobby adjacent. And that's about it. Well, and then if you consider me buying myself a graphic card so that I can play games and edit podcast. So that's gonna help for this, because he's gonna make it so much faster. It's gonna be so great. Because I was dying. Like I was like, oh my god, if I had that card last time, I could have gone through those, because if that was the problem, it's like waiting so long for the
What I'm
thing
hearing is we need to get Toby back on.
to get what?
Need to get Toby back on.
Who?
My brother.
Oh, Toby. All right. Yeah. Sure. We can do that now. Not a problem.
Break the podcast.
It won't. It should. Fucking yeah. And I'm saying that, but I don't even know. But it should be better. Not just the editing, but also because now it's on the different computer that I'm doing the recording and everything. But yeah, it's oh my god, and the computer. I mean, it's so nice to have an actual computer that works.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, the last computer I bought was 2012. So yeah, it's been a while. So yeah, so as I was saying, I wanted to do a quick first look. And so I've been looking, and I've talked about it before, but I've been looking at Bushido. And because I went back to looking at the rulebook, and there's a lot of things that I really like, the way they do their the test and the opposing test and challenge test and things like this. So yeah, it's so for those who don't know, so Bushido is a skirmish tabletop game set in, of course, well, fantasy medieval Japan, I would say. Because they do use like a lot of, well, you have the regular samurai, blah blah blah, but then they kind of have, well, some of them are just skills, while some of them have like true like magical powers, and also then you start having snake people that are half snake, half whatever. You got some the Onis, which are like the weird demon type of thing, and so you have a lot of different factions that are, you know, rooted in folklore and Japanese history. I would put it that way. So again, like I really like the way it works. You have simple actions, complex actions. Simple action is 1 activation, complex action is 2. So you have some, you know, you have a lot of decision on that side. You have like key feats, which are again special powers / magical powers type of things that you can do. So also those are things are pretty cool as well. And yeah, you decide, and this is funny because let's say your attack is 4 dice. You decide if you're fighting melee to melee. You decide how many dice you're gonna put in attack and how many dice you're gonna put in defense.
Right.
Your opponent doesn't know, and he's doing the same thing on his defense. And so when you roll the die, then you show basically what you've decided to do, and you know, like, you will put 3 dice in attack and 1 dice in defense, and then maybe he did the same thing, your opponents did the same thing, and now you're looking at, so attack to defense on one side, and then it switched to the other side, where his attack or her attack goes into your defense. And so you can basically, if you misjudge, you can really like, oh, I'm gonna put everything on attack, not defend at all, and then your attack roll is crummy and you barely do any damage, but then his attack, or like your opponent's attack roll, is a lot higher, and he just steamrolls you. And I think that's really cool because it gives that thing of combats are quick, and you know, like, you're like, oh, 1 attack, 1 parry kind of thing, and then that's it. You know, a combat with swords never take more than, you know, like, basically attack, parry, riposte. That's about as far as it goes. Like, and if you're lucky, you can do another parry on that riposte. But again, like it goes super fast. But and it's like you decide what you're gonna do, you do it. It works, it doesn't work, and then you get wounded or not. And that's kind of like, and I think that's really pretty good representation of combat. So yeah, there's a few things in there that I really like. So, and the models, they're gorgeous. And you don't need that many. It's usually like 6 per side, but even like when you start basic, if you buy the starter kit, well, the new starter kit, I don't know. The old starter kit had, and I think the new starter kit is 10 figures total, so it's 5 and 5. But the old starter kit had like 3 and 3. And then they have value, which are called, well, which is rice. So each character is a certain amount of rice, and then you can add cards to each character to give them more abilities or better weapon or whatever. And that costs, and then you decide how much rice you're gonna play a game of, which is, it's the same point value system that you find in a lot of games. But yeah, really like it. It's just that I saw some new character of a guy sitting on a giant turtle, and that mini was like really gorgeous, and I'm like, oh man, it's been so long since I've looked into it, and it might be my project for this year, is just to have a basic starter kit and just try to play a couple of games and see how it goes. And that's kind of like, yeah, if I can do that this year, that would be good. I want, of course, and we're talking about it, what we want to achieve this year. What I'm doing right now, Space Station Zero is another one. I would like to have a second warband. Crew, sorry. Okay, just can we agree that it doesn't matter what they're called, they're all the same?
Yep.
Crew, warband, squad. I don't even know what other ones they have. Like, I don't even know what Bushido they call them. Probably, like forces or whatever. They all have a different names, but they're all the same thing. Basically, your team. The team that you take in battle. So I want to do another one for Space Station Zero. I want to finish my guys the bandits for the Silver Bayonet, so I can do the next scenario in the Silver Bayonet, because I need some bandits. I need goblins, which I have already. They're done. And I think that's the only two that I need. Revenants, I might need Revenants. That's might be the next thing. No, I already did my Revenants. No, so I have them. No, so yeah. The bandits is really the next one I needed to do. So, good progress on that. Space Station Zero, like I said, I want to do a next warband. I have already my zombie mutant thingies. They're all done. So I can do the next scenarios with my current crew. So yeah. And so after that, Bushido is like one that I really want to see. Like, maybe get the starter set and see how it goes. So yeah.
Don't get distracted by shiny things.
Well, but this is the thing. So there were 2 games that I look way back when I started doing hobby. And it was Bushido was one, because I've always liked medieval Japan. The other one was Arena Rex.
Okay.
And Arena Rex was the action tree when you do an attack. That really appealed to me. Like, it was different enough from everything else that I really liked it. And for those, again, who don't know, Arena Rex, when you do an attack, you have a number of success, and basically you can choose to go down. So you're like, oh, I'm going to do damage, and then I'm going to move. You follow a path, and you have multiple ways of doing it, but you can push someone an inch. So do damage, push someone an inch, move away, whatever, or follow him and move 2 inches and again go and get back in close combat, but you've pushed him against a wall or a pit or whatever, so you've done damage. And so it's kind of like, yeah, you have this tree that you can follow, and it's completely different from anything that I've seen. And the model count is very low. I think it's like 3 maximum, so it is super low. The models are gorgeous, so it was another one of like, it was the 2 that I downloaded the rules, and they are in binders. I need like, yeah, no, you know, like in plastic, you know, I downloaded the rule, put it in plastic and put it in a binder, and I was like, now I need to go back and re-download and redo those, because Bushido was still the old version. So now there is a new one. So it's 2nd edition, and it's Risen Sun. I think is the something like that. And that's the new one. But anyways, yeah, Risen Sun. And I've put the link. There's a link below. If you want to download the rules, they're free. If you want to take a look. And on the same website, you can see all the figures and everything. And they're just, some of them are just really gorgeous. So, yeah. And that's my take on this week. And actually my news as well. Because like I said, the new starter kit is back in stock. And Wave 6 is also, yes, well, Wave 6 of models, and one wave is for all the different factions. They have, like, you know, models for all the different factions and so on. Yeah. So that's also in stock. So yeah, it's really interesting. And again, whatever your playstyle you want it to be, you can see the cards when you look at the models. You can see the cards, their action and everything, so you can already see what they're gonna do and how they're gonna play, and the aesthetic, if you know something that you want. There is the Prefecture of Ryu, I think it's called, which are the basic samurais. You've got, like I said, the snake people. You have like some fighting pandas, of course. You have some weird people like that have like foxes and things, and I mean it's just
Kitsune.
Thank you. They're fun. Like again, I really like their style, so it's definitely something that I will be looking into this year. If I don't buy anything else, because I have too much shit, I will.
So say we all.
Say we all. Yeah, exactly. But it's kind of where I'm at. Like I'm not gonna buy any new. I don't want to buy any new. You know, like Silver Bayonet. I still have all the all the different countries, factions to finish of Wave 1. So I still got British, Prussian, Russian, Austrian, Spanish, I think, to do. So yeah, I'm not buying anything else for those. I just need to make sure that I paint them all. And Space Station Zero, I have enough crew stuff that I can make another probably 5 or 6 crew easily from the Stargrave, sorry, boxes. So that again, I have plenty of models I can do. Oh, we actually, and I put it and I forgot to say, but with the kids, so there is a free-to-play game that it's called Patrol something and Lost Patrol column Lost, and basically that's like it's a very easy rule set. And so the kids starting doing their, like, building some characters.
Nice.
And yeah, so we had fun building some characters using the Frostgrave kits, and so we did a few characters for that. So that was fun. So again, like those I have enough to make my Frostgrave warbands and all this. So yeah, I don't. What's going on? Why am I hearing my kids scream? I am gonna go see what's going on because they should not.
Yep.
Well,
kids being kids.
Well, it doesn't sound like they're hurt, so I'm fine. But yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, so yeah, Bushido. We'll definitely take a look. There's a few, there's a few games that I really would like to try, but this one has been a long time wanting. And like I said, I really like their characters. Like there's some really cool one. I still don't know which faction to go for. I need to take a look at the new models, but yeah. So, what about your news? What's up?
So,
what's up with GW? Because
basically, when any of the other companies whose games I played do anything, then I'll talk about that. But they're all in hibernation at the moment. So there's some special stamps coming out in 2023. There's the Royal Mail and the Post Office put out commemorative stamps. So we've got the list of all the commemorative stamps that are coming out in the UK
cool
this year. And on the 8th of June, there's a Warhammer set.
Holy schmoly. Seriously?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Cool.
So January, we've got Iron Maiden.
Nice.
February, we've got X-Men. March, we've got the Flying Scotsman and Flowers. April, there's Robin Hood. In May, we're doing there's King Charles III stamps.
Okay.
17th, we've got Blackadder. Fucking love Blackadder.
Cool.
We're doing Windrush stamps for some reason. We've got Wither Wildlife. We've got Terry Pratchett's Discworld. There's something in September they haven't announced. And also Dame Shirley Bassey. October, there's Harry Potter. And in November, there's the new Christmas stamps. But a lot of people...
Jeez. Yeah, that's cool.
A lot of people have been going, I wonder when the new 40k edition's out this year.
Oh, well, here you go. Now, if you order something for 40k, will you be getting a 40k stamp on your order? That's the big question.
No.
Oh, that sucks. Come on, they couldn't make the effort.
You don't get stamps on parcels.
Oh, it's the code thing.
Yeah.
Oh man. You see, no.
You will have to physically go to a post office and go, "Can I have some nerd stamps, please?"
Yeah, who actually still sends mail, but anyways.
Yeah.
Snail mail. No, but I mean, if you collect anything Warhammer, and they might be actually nice also on top of it. So cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. Definitely.
Frequent contributor to the Warhammer community painting stuff. Guy who gets stuff sent to him to paint and preview. Tyler Mengel of Mengel's Minis. Found out that it looks like some of the Age of Sigmar heroes are being locked into the Vanguard boxes.
Cool.
Which is kind of shit.
Oh. What do you mean locked?
As in, that's the only place you can get them.
That's the only place you can get them?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
So either they're going and repackaging a load of single hero figures at the same time that they're releasing new Vanguard boxes with said figures in, or they're going, this figure is only available through the Vanguard box.
Buy the Vanguard box for one figure that you need.
Yeah.
And I think it's not my kids that are screaming, it's the neighbor's kids.
Okay.
Because tell me it's cold where you live without telling me it's cold where you live. There is an ice ring in my neighbor's backyard.
Okay.
So they're probably playing hockey in the backyard. Yes, it's that cold.
Yeah, the Vanguard boxes are normally pretty good value for people getting into a certain faction.
Yeah, but if you already have like
if you're already in
3/4
that
of the
faction,
shit, then
and
that's
you haven't picked said hero up, then you're going on eBay.
Yeah. So
Basically.
people that are gonna break them down and yeah. Cool.
Yeah, various bit sites will break boxes down. Next up, it's a company called Dark Fantastic Mills that do a lot of really cool looking terrain. Some of which they do as STLs for you to print, some of which they don't.
Oh, I need to look at that. Alright.
You heard terrain and STLs and your attention was suddenly like,
No. Well, that's the thing also,
Yes.
like for medieval, if I do Bushido,
Yeah.
medieval Japan stuff, it's easy to find online, so I'm not worried about it.
It's very fantasy stuff, so...
No, I'm pretty sure, but okay.
Yeah. But they've got a
Why is it a
Kickstarter
Twitter?
that's coming up on the 17th.
So is that why is it a Twitter? Oh, is a Twitter post saying, "Hey, we got a Kickstarter coming"?
Yeah.
Cool.
They're doing a Chaos Citadel.
Nice.
So think Mordor from the Lord of the Rings films.
Ooh.
It's the kind of aesthetic
Oh yeah, I see.
I'm getting
Nice.
off of that. So like slabs of iron with like pointy buttress blade buttresses type things.
Very orcish.
But less orcish and more like actual artifice has gone into it and they didn't just punch the metal into shape.
Oh, there's on the picture. Okay. I thought they were going to show more, but okay, cool. That looks cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep an eye on that when it launches.
Yeah.
Something that happened just before Christmas, I think, is the next Linky Doodles. So the very first 40k model that I painted for my very first 40k army is getting Primarist and has got an updated model.
Ooh.
So this is Supreme Grand Master Azrael of the Dark Angels.
Nice.
And a Watcher in the Dark. So he's in swanky new Primarist-sized power armor.
Of course, yeah.
He's got a sculpted-on back banner, as opposed to my guy that I've got over here, who the back banner was like a little T on the top of that, but that's been lost to the mists of time. And
yeah.
The actual banner was, I don't know, I think you had to photocopy a page in the codex and then print that out and then PVA it onto the back banner. But quite
nice.
So there's an option.
That's a good update then.
Yeah. There's an option
Are
there
you gonna
for
get it?
Yeah. Just to have them stood next to each other.
Yeah, well, yeah. Years of painting.
Yeah. So he's accompanied on his base by a Watcher in the Dark, a little robed dude, who in the current incarnation is carrying his helmet.
Oh, he's a Jawa.
Kind of.
You put two eyes in it like yellow eyes, and he looks like.
There is a
nice.
helmeted option for Azrael himself.
Okay.
So then the Watcher, I think, holds a sword.
Yeah. So you don't have like they did 2 helmets.
Yeah.
Oh no, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
The sword. Yeah. I'll see. So he's holding the. Oh, he's holding. Oh, he's holding the sheath.
Yeah.
Okay. If you go with the helmeted version. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I see.
But nice. his gun on the original is a bullpup combi plasma.
Okay.
But the I didn't put a picture on, so you don't worry. But the where the magazine goes into the back of the gun, it goes in like there, and then there's like that much material, and then there's the rest of the gun.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, how do the bullets get from the magazine to the firing chamber? And they've solved that by updating the man's gun, so the magazine goes in the side.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, cool.
And yeah, it's solved a little bit of dumb gun design from the early 90s.
Yeah, this looks cool. All right, cool.
Yeah. We've then got the what's in store for 2023. So we've got that's the I didn't have that link up. Anyway, there's 2 store birthday models. They're both dwarves. One's a fantasy dwarf, fantasy steampunk dwarf, and one's a space dwarf. The fantasy dwarf you can build either without his helmet and he's holding his helmet, or with his helmet on and he's holding a miniature skyboat.
Yeah.
So you can have your miniature dwarf holding a miniature skyboat while he's on a miniature skyboat.
Nice. Skyboat Simpson.
It
looks nice. I like the 40k one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
They also do like a load of stuff. So when it's the store birthday, you go in and for like every £50 you spend, you get like an additional tier of free gift.
Cool.
And like the dice and the accessory pack look neat, but I'm not going to go and spend £200 in store.
I need
Sorry,
to go get
Ross.
my kids. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
It's off today. So.
And then we've got Miniature of the Year 2022.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking, yeah. If the page wants to load, which it doesn't seem to. Fuck's sake.
Is that new graphics card?
No, it's not on that computer. Of course it's not. There we go. Alright, that's the dice and the thing. Oh, okay, so you get the dice, the pocket, the pins, the whatever, depending on what you do.
Depending on how much you spend.
There we go. 2022, so Inquisitor.
It's one of the store anniversary miniatures.
The miniature of the year. Okay, yeah.
He looks pretty cool. I'm not surprised to see him on this list.
Rax the Annihilator.
It's one of the Warhammer Plus models. It did. I saw somebody reviewing this, and they went, it did the job of being a faithful replication of the piece of artwork that it's inspired by.
Yeah, just don't. I don't. Not chaos.
It's trying to do classic miniature design in current miniature technology, and it was like.
Yeah, no, it's fully detailed. Blah 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 blah. Again, nice sculpting and so on.
Ulrach the Drowner. It's a ghosty boy on a boat.
Yeah, that's cool, but again,
it's a neat model.
Yeah. Astra Militarium Army set. Oh, the new.
This is the Cadia Stands Army box,
yeah.
And for some reason, when they put a box out, on the list of things you could vote for, the entire box was the option rather than each individual model.
Yeah.
So
this is probably the box that you could use in so many other games.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff GW does, they're so aesthetically Warhammer that it's difficult to put them in any other games. This is probably like they're army dudes. They could be.
They're army dudes. The tanks are tanks.
They could
artillery's
be
artillery.
Yeah, they could be diesel punk without any problem. Like if you want to play any diesel punk game, future game, like yeah. I mean, they're probably some of the easiest one to move into another game. But yeah. Cool.
Oh, there we go.
Next is Age of Darkness.
The Horus Heresy box.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know why the entire box is in there, but it is.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Beaky Boys.
Yeah. Knight Abominant is
I've seen that one.
So it's an upgrade sprue for the standard Imperial Knight kit, so you can make it all chaosy. It looks neat.
Yeah.
The Goth Rocker.
That one was funny.
I mean, I don't think that's one of the best models they put out this year, but it's certainly neat.
Yeah.
And then we've got on to the actual top three. Bayard's Revenge.
That I like that one. It's cool. Yep. Yeah, it's a cool piece. Slave to Darkness army set. Really, the whole thing again.
Yeah.
Well, their aesthetic is again special.
The Demon Prince in the middle. They insist on using that head, even though it's the worst.
It's the worst.
In the set.
I know. We saw it last time. Yeah. I like the new Minotaur. What are they called? Ogreate. Thaumaturge. Well, I got the Thaumaturge one, but yeah, I like the.
These are Therodons.
So they're not Ogreate?
They're Ogroid Therodons.
Something, yeah.
Miniature of the year is the new Avatar of Cain.
Yeah. Which
again has
the whole thing about like
3 different heads and 3 different
how big it
weapons.
got and everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
that one is again cool mini, but nice. All right, cool.
Yet again, Age of Sigmar. Actually got into the top 3, so
cool. Yeah. All right.
So after that,
looking ahead to 2023.
Warhammer: The Horus Heresy. So this was what we got for last week's Heresy Thursday.
The big guy on a thing of bones and cool.
Yeah. So that model was already previewed.
Yeah.
Like in June.
And the
when the box came out.
And the tank with the giant cannon.
That was like last
Spartan,
Thursday, or the Thursday before or something like that.
So what? So tell me what are the ones that they're showing only the. What do you think they're gonna be?
Silhouettes.
Yes.
Right. The first silhouette is clearly a.
It's a thing on a bike, on a flying bike.
It's a jet bike. It's a jet bike.
Cool. The second one is one of those. Oh no! There is no. Is there any Gene Stealer? No.
No.
So. Well, isn't it the same then? Like with the giant claw thing than the other guy? What is it?
Either a demon model.
Okay.
Or people are saying it's possibly a Chaos Assassin.
Nice.
Because one of the early Horus Heresy novels was the Chaos guys like brewing up a Chaosy assassin to go and get onto some guy's ship because his letter of marque to be a rogue trader was signed with the blood of the Emperor himself. So he needed to go and steal that to get the Emperor's blood so he could go and kill the Emperor.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And there was all the other assassins that have since come out in the last book. The third picture is probably a librarian console for the legions. So if you ever wanted to be a space marine with phenomenal psychic powers,
He's got you covered.
Get a big stick and a psychic hood. Job's good.
Oh yeah. Nice.
And cool. the paragraph below that is like, that gentleman seems to be holding a fancy stick, and only space marines of a decidedly mystical nature tend to carry those into battle. And like, yeah, okay, cool.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah.
So that's definitely a librarian. For Age of Sigmar, they didn't actually put pictures of the silhouettes in the article.
They put it in the little movie?
It's in the little movie. It's like the last 30 seconds.
Okay, what is it gonna be?
So,
oh yeah, okay, I see.
The picture underneath that is the battle time roadmap for the rest of the year. There are 2 chaos battle times on that. The first model.
Oh, that's the Smilodon, whatever, the lizard people.
Yep, there are some Seraphons.
Seraphon, thank you.
There's at least 2, possibly 3 Seraphon models in there. One of the battle times coming out in spring is an Order battle time. That's probably going to be a new Seraphon battle time.
And then there's one of those elves with the horns.
There's one of the guy with the stuff around his back, and there's a guy with a big axe. So people are saying that's probably a Slanesh foot hero and a Khorne foot hero. Oh look, there's 2 Chaos battle times on the roadmap.
Alright, cool.
So they're probably going to be a Slanesh versus Khorne Mortals battle box that comes out at the same time as both of these battle times. And those will be the 2 heroes that go into that box to get you to buy that box.
Alright, cool. Nice.
I don't think there was anything else in that video. No, there wasn't. The roadmap does have another 2-3 battle times on it, but I think I've previously discussed that that's almost certainly going to be Ossiarch Bone Reapers and Flesh Eater Courts for death, and Cities of Sigmar / Dawnbringer Crusades for summer, it's Order battle time. Or if they're not like that far along on doing the new Dawnbringer Crusades, Cities of Sigmar range refresh, it's probably going to be Caradron Overlords. Because we are running out of battle times for them to update to the current edition, so it's getting easier and easier and easier to guess what's what. There's some Underworld stuff coming. And some Warcry stuff coming. Okay? Greencrack's Loot Court is some fun models. My brother got that for Christmas. The new rules for the season for match play Age of Sigmar have just come out, and if I play him, I'm going to get a squig to the face for all my heroes, and they're gonna die very quickly. So yeah, that's Age of Sigmar up to summer. Christmas Eve, we've got "'Tis the Night Before Christmas" and "The Red Gobbo's Bought His Mates." So they revealed 2 new goblins. So there's a squig boss who looks really cool. He's got a little metal mask, and so does his little squiggy buddy.
Yeah, it's nice. Dr. Doom.
He looks very much like a Warcraft character called Dr. Boom, who is Goblin Dr. Doom.
Hey, you didn't put the link. Can you put the link also when you're...
Did I?
Not for this one. So, when you have a minute, so I can put the link
I did.
well.
No, I didn't.
No, the link is for the Space Marine upgrade kit.
Ah, what an idiot.
Dude.
What a fool.
It's fine. So,
Let's do that right now.
Funny.
Bam. Done.
Alright, and so...
Because there is another model on there for Blood Bowl. Just a squig on a goblin on a pogo stick.
Nice.
And he's going to go play some fantasy football.
Cool. They're
and
funny, yeah.
Lastly, Thursday just gone, they'd had Heresy Thursday.
Beaky Boy upgrades.
Upgrades for the Word Bearers Legion for their Mark 6 kits.
Cool.
And they look pretty sweet.
Yeah, I like the way they're printing with the contrast red and silver. I think that's really cool.
So there's very few legions that are yet to get their Mark 6 upgrade kits. So that should be out of the way pretty soon, and then they can start previewing all the fun toys.
Cool.
Like the jet bike.
That's coming. Well,
because
awesome.
like one of the legions is heavily focuses on like bikes and jet bikes and stuff.
Cool.
And it's like, right, cool. If I want to do this through Forge World, I need to spend £40 on a jet bike times 3 per squad.
Oof. Yeah, so they actually come up with a kit that's gonna.
If they come out in plastic, it's gonna be
a lot better. Yeah,
45 to 50 quid for three dudes. So
yeah,
still gonna be a lot, but it's not gonna remortgage your house to buy a White Scars army. So
nice. All right, cool.
Should be cool. And that
it's the news.
That's your lot.
Well, yeah, they were. Yeah, I saw that they announced a lot of new stuff coming in. So yeah, cool. How's the drop pod going?
I have
done 3
cut
panels.
off and scraped all 5 veins. I've cut off, scraped, and glued together all 5 doors. And I was about to start the center console when I was so rudely interrupted to do the news.
Well, I painted 2 dudes. So, with weird colors. Purple and pink on one, and green, mostly green on the other, and some... Again, Space Station Zero, so trying to make them flashy, colory. So, yeah, they look good. 4 more to go to have a new squad. So, yeah. Looking forward to painting
It's a very space punk aesthetic, isn't it?
Yeah. It's something that I really liked when I was looking at the when it first came out, the rule book itself, like which of course it's in the it's in with the books. And it just looked the aesthetic really appealed to me right away.
Yeah. And
the rules are pretty simple, and we had fun with my son when we played a few scenarios. So yeah, we backtracked. We're back in mission 2. We needed some mutants, which I painted. So now we'll and I'm still working on all the tiles for the base itself, which again pretty simple paint scheme, but they'll work great. So I still have half of them to paint, I think. Well, no, they are painted. I'm weathering them and putting stuff on it, which we could play with it without any problem. They still look cool. So yeah, well, thank you so much, and thank you everybody. Hope your 2023 year is gonna be full of hobby goodness.
Let us know your hobby resolutions.
Yeah, if you have any. Again, so yeah, we'll see if we'll keep track every so often on your progress on completing that column, and then we'll see if my Silver Bayonet and Space Station Zero increase in size. I would like also to send you this year finish the rules. And I am done. I'm not gonna touch the rules. I'm just working on Now I'm working on the abilities and equipment, and I'm trying to make cards so that it's easier to figure out what your guy does. So yeah. So anyways, hopefully that goes out to you also sometime this year. Come on. Alright, well, thank you everybody again. Happy New Year. And yeah, let us know your hobby resolution, and hope this is gonna go out a lot faster than the other one and a lot less painfully. And yeah, we'll catch you in a couple of weeks. All right.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.